Hey guys, we have a lot of games to look through today, so this is going to be pretty goddamn rapid fire if I do say so myself. And hi to the people already in the chat. Not even sure if Tails channel is done with their stream yet. So, before I get started, I want to say that any games that you guys see that you want to try out, the link is in the description below to the Sage website, and it's super worth it. I was messing with some of these entries just to set up the stream, and goddamn, was it a good year for Sage. But yeah, we're going to be trying to rapid fire through as many of these as I can in about 2 hours, and yeah, also, just to make sure this is working, you guys hear Sonic Jam music, right? Because you should be jamming out to some Sonic World right now. I wish if I had the Sonic Jam case with me right now, I would be, like, showing that. I think I have the case to Sonic R. Yeah, close enough. It's still Sega Saturn. It's just sitting there. But yeah, I think it's about time to get started. So, let's kick things off in the most basic way I can with the first entry being a little something called Sonic 3 and Knuckles Air, or just Sonic 3 Air. Angel Island Revisited. This is the Sage build of it, and it's something I have not messed with ever, but it's a really cool little thing. So, yeah, let's get started with it. Basically, from what I can tell, Sonic Jam is like Mario 64. It was 12 times smaller, and a minigame collection. It's not really a minigame collection. It's more like just a normal game compilation than anything. But yeah, so Sonic 3 Air, which to my knowledge is supposed to kind of fill in the void that the lack of a Christian Whitehead Sonic 3 causes. So let's just goof around with this a little bit. I'm gonna give this a couple minutes. It's not the most exciting entry in theory, A, because it's been around for a while, and B, just because it's Sonic 3. Also, let me know if audio levels are cool. Kind of got a new mic setup slightly. Same mic, but it's run through a different preamp, so it should sound a little bit nicer. I don't know. But yeah, Sonic 3 Air is supposed to be the best way to play through Sonic 3, from what I can understand, and I can already say it looks and runs a little bit better than proper Sonic 3 tends to. Because, just for context, Sonic 3 is actually my, not my least favorite of the Genesis games, but my least played. Oh man, I was trying to drop down there, and, okay, whatever. But it's the Sonic Genesis game I've played the least, so, oh, the special stages definitely run better. Oh, this is really cool. So, I'm pretty sure I read that the drop dashes in this as an unlockable. But basically, I think what this mod serves to do is basically, act as the Christian Whitehead equivalent, since we're probably never going to see Sonic 3 and Knuckles as done by Christian Whitehead. We know it exists. A mobile port exists in some unfinished state, but there's some rights issues with this game, so, you know. Personally, I tend to play games on their original hardware whenever I can, so like Sonic 3, for example, I usually plop my Sonic and Knuckles onto my other Sonic and Knuckles and plop a Sonic 3 onto that, have a nice little Sonic and Knuckles stack, maybe pop it in my 32X for the lulz, and then turn that on and, you know, play it on the original hardware. And same with Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. The only one I play the re-release of almost exclusively is Sonic CD, because I do own the original, but I don't like the American soundtrack, and I have a North American Sega CD, so. Oh, my Sega Genesis is always attached to the Sega CD, because, well, quite frankly, there's no reason to, like, detach it. They just make sense together. Oh, nice, they added achievements. That's actually really cool. But yeah, again, this is my first time messing with Sonic 3 Air, and, so far it is neat. I like the fact that it's widescreen. 16:9 is really cool. The only way to play Sonic 1 and 2 in this format is to, like, on, in this case, a PC, obviously, is to, stream freeze, or is it just my preview? I can't tell. Anyway, the only way to do that on the, control, you want to work? On the original hardware, or, fuck. Sorry. The only way to play the Christian Whitehead versions of Sonic 1 and 2 on a decent widescreen format is to just run BlueStacks and play it that way, which isn't really ideal, in my opinion. So this is a nice. I wish they would do this for the Steam ports of Sonic 1 and 2, but it's a little bit unnecessary, I know. Oh, look at that. He's in the 4x3 space, so I can just stand behind him. I still got hit. God damn it. Okay. Well, that's all right. Let's beat Angel Island as Sonic. Let's do like a zone per character, I guess, or at least like an act per character, you know, just to goof off a little bit with it, because I want to see what all this has to offer, in terms of just... Someone subbed. Yeah, I just want to see what all this really offers, because again, I have never messed with this mod. I've seen it around for a while, and I've always been impressed by it, but, to play this, you need, officially, and it's how I did it. I paid $5 for this stream. You guys should really appreciate all the things I do for you. I paid $5 whole. I did get a haircut. Thanks for noticing. But I paid $5 because you need to have the Steam version of this, the ROM that comes with the Steam version of this, in order to use it. You can also just pirate the ROM if you want to be lame, but that's stupid. And I like the fact that this is an official means of playing the game still. You have to own a legal copy of Sonic 3 digitally on PC to use this the way it's intended to be used. And I really appreciate that because, God damn it, I don't want to do another special stage. I think I've made it clear on the channel before, I'm not that big into piracy and emulation. I mean, emulation is fine for a certain context, but in general, I'm not the biggest fan of it. So, I mean, we're using an emulator during the stream because I think it's just called Hellfire Saga, which is one of the coolest goddamn things I ever played during last year's hacking contest, and it's back at this, Sage, so I'm pretty excited. We're getting to that very soon, actually. Sonic 3 is also my least played of the Genesis Sonic games, so if I'm, like, disgustingly amateurish, I know the level design, but not especially well. This is the one I go back to the least. I think it's the objective best of the Sonic Genesis games, but I find it to be... It's just too long for me to want to play through sometimes. I'd rather play something a little shorter and quicker like Sonic 2, or even Sonic 1. Well, I emulated almost all the arcade games for that video, Mason. And that's why I said, depending on the context. Wait, I need to go through another loop. Do they add smooth sprite rotation? I didn't really read the description for this. Again, the link to download this is in the description. But I think they added smooth sprite rotation, in which case, wow, that's very good and very cool. Oh, they did! That's so cool! Look! Hang on, I have to, like, see if I can gain enough momentum. Look at him go! Oh, that's so good. Yeah, Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car is the best game in the Sonic franchise, there's no question. Why would I ever turn off smooth scrolling? It's so good. Yeah, we're gonna beat Angel Island as Sonic. We're probably only gonna play this for like a couple more minutes, because we gotta move on. Again, I have a ton of hacks to get through. Or not hacks, fan games. You know what I mean. This one is a hack, kind of. A mod. Whatever you want to call it. But so far, this is actually really neat. I'm looking this way because that's where the monitor I'm playing on. My chat's on this screen, and then OBS is up there, so, you know, that's a thing. I could have hit him like 3 times there, but I was paranoid. Is there a ROM for this? You need a ROM to play it. But it's a standalone download that just detects if you own the Steam version of Sonic 3. And then you have to, like, tell it where it is so it can use it. Oh, that's cool. The bridge comes down on the side. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, look, it's Cucky. I cannot get over the fact that the chicken's name in Sonic is Cucky. That is the funniest goddamn thing in the world to me. I will never not find that hilarious. That is 10 out of 10 comedy. But hey, here's Knuckles doing his thing. I did not see... Yeah, okay, I'm looking at the stream because it's a couple seconds behind. He's got the correct colored socks on. That's a thing that's a little different. Let's be done with this guy. Let's go to the options, because that's what I was told to do. Oh, yeah, you can add scan lines. I hate scan lines. I just don't like them. Visuals. Can you play this on an emulator? No, it's a standalone application. Extended camera. I would like outrun camera. That's funny. I like doing that in Sonic 2. Extended camera like in Sonic CD, I guess. Not the biggest fan of that. Oh, that's cute. This is actually really great. You can play it with gross, ugly, modern, or gross, classic, weird, scrolling during special stages. That's kind of cool. Alternative, original. I'm guessing, because I got hit during the bomb run of that, so... This is real cool. Okay. Oh, you can turn off the Sandopolis ghosts. Oh my god. I hate Sandopolis Zone, but I quite like that. I think we're gonna come back to this one. I'm gonna do like one more zone, with some different settings. I can't do Doomsday Zone though, can I? Yeah, it's not letting me do Doomsday. And you get the drop dash for getting 7 achievements. Okay. This is really, really cool. I really want to emphasize how good this is. Let's go with Mushroom Hill Act 1 as Tails. And then we're going to move on to the next game, whichever one is next in my download list, because I just sort of randomly did it. What I always found weird is that if you ever like use debug mode and level select and just skip to here, or if you just get to this point with, say, 4 Chaos Emeralds or whatever, this will always be a super ring. And that's still the case here, yeah. It's a super ring, even though Tails doesn't have any Chaos Emeralds. And you can't do anything with that. It's useless. So, you know, I think you just have to warp back out. Although I don't know how. Maybe we're just stuck here. But no matter what, if you do that, you should show emeralds, but it didn't do it. But yeah, no, I always thought it was really weird that no matter what, that's always a super ring. I get why it's to show you that they exist, but I remember as a kid, I got to this point with like 5 Chaos Emeralds. And I was like, huh, why is it glowy? And I know in normal Sonic 3, I think it actually will spawn in the emerald rings and let you do it. Oh, look how good his jump looks. Look how smooth the rotation is on his tails. Tails rotate. Tails. I don't know. I was trying to make that sound suave, but I don't think I did. Oh, and the Mania After Images. Well, I guess they're in Sonic and Knuckles. Hang on. I want to see. Can I, like... I did get a haircut because I like having hair that isn't constantly in my face. So you can't use the debug cheats and stuff in this, which I guess makes sense. It's a little unnecessary. Hey, Tim, how's it going? So yeah, that makes sense, but it would be entertaining regardless. I always liked... Maybe they could have put an Easter egg there or something. I would have. But it's a bad example of a fan game because it's not a fan game. It's just the game. But I could see this being definitely the best way to play Sonic 3. Like, no shadow of a doubt here. I just like smooth rotation. I'm a big sucker for that. Something a lot of fan games have. But this is so good. I don't really have any criticisms, so that's unfortunate. I mean, again, it's a classic game. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is already a gem as is. And something I always thought was kind of cool was that the Steam release is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Other, like, downloadable versions required you to get Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles separately, and then they would just sort of lump them together. I think we're just gonna beat the act and then call it quits. I thought I could just fly into him. I don't have the insta-shield, so I actually have to wait for him to get low enough to hit. Ooh. Challenge! I usually play this game as Sonic. I, like, never play as the other characters, except sometimes Knuckles. But, like, I never play as Tails in this game because I just don't find him as entertaining. But that's okay. We beat that. We're gonna move on to the next entry now. We're gonna be rapid-firing through these. But that was excellent. So I'm definitely pretty pleased with that. That was cool. Next up, we have a 3D Sonic fan game, and one that I actually quite like. It runs in Unity, and it's this. Sonic GT. It is a demo. It runs on the bumper engine. I quite like the bumper engine when it works well. I use this one to change like video settings and stuff when I was setting up the stream. Let's be... how do I change characters? Because I don't want to be Shadow. Shadow is dumb. I actually don't know how to change characters. I know you can be Sonic. I was Sonic. Oh, there we go.
You are weak.
Thanks. Wait, no, I don't want to go to Test Hill Zone. Let's go to a real website. What? A real level. Let's rock. That's a pretty decent like Jason Griffith Sonic impression. But I quite like this one. Because it's got the adventure style spin dash, and that alone makes me happy. But yeah, 3D Sonic fan game, very physics reliant, and I dig it. I like things that rely on physics. That was... I'm not going to say that was a little unfair, because but, you know, there's nothing I could really do about it. But yeah, this is a physics-based 3D Sonic engine. The bumper engine in general is physics-based. I think this uses the homing attack a little bit differently, though. So basically, the way the homing attack works in this, and it's actually, like, listed in, like, a fact somewhere I saw. Hi, Orbinaut. But basically, if you hold in the jump button after doing a homing attack, it'll carry your momentum. And otherwise, it will, you know, do a normal homing attack bounce. This is, like, one of the cooler Sonic fan engines, I think, or frameworks, or whatever you want to refer to it as. I guess framework would be more accurate. Because it's got good rolling physics, and I like rolling physics. That was a bad example. It does have the drop dash, which is pretty nice. This almost feels like it's better suited to, like, a mouse and keyboard setup because the camera controls can be a little wonky, but bumper engine is a framework. That's fair. But I'm a fan of how it's generally utilized. At least it's obviously not exclusive to this particular game, but I think this game does a really nice job of utilizing what it's capable of. Like, basically everything is an opportunity to do some sort of shortcut. And I also just really, really like the spin dash. It feels good. It feels real good. You got the different types of springs. I'm playing all this stuff, at least anything I can, with an Xbox One controller. Well, I think with any, to address the comment in chat about, you know, don't like most bumper engine games, they don't utilize it well. That's the case with literally any framework. Any engine, any framework, any sort of open source, readily available means of game creation, because people will just sort of, you know, do their thing with it without really looking at what they should be doing it. It's why you see a whole lot of Infinity Engine games that are just Sonic Adventure and 06 levels, and it's really cool to play them in that framework, but, or engine, or whichever terminology is correct for that particular instance. This is designed pretty well around it, actually, though. Like, it's a little bit barren, granted, but it works. Like, Infinity Engine is really good, and almost everything I've played with it has been fine. Like, nothing wrong with any of it. But, like, this definitely understands placing things. It's really utilizing the momentum-based homing attack very well, which is something I definitely appreciate, because, again, it's relatively unique to, it's not unique to this style of fan game, using this framework, because Utopia does it really well, but Sonic Utopia, like, more or less restarted development or something, from what I understand, which is kind of a shame, because, you know, everyone liked that one. Blue Spring, that means it's based on what momentum you carry into it, I think. Like, if you, were to fall from a far up height, for example, it would work a little bit differently. But God, it's so satisfying to bounce off with all that momentum from a homing attack. So yeah, again, it's a little barren, but then again, this is also the first level. Am I going to play as all the characters of SmackDown? God, no. I won't have enough time to do that. I barely know anything about SmackDown other than that. Oh yeah, and Sonic has a wall jump in this one. So you can kind of Mega Man extra way up certain things. I guess you can't be on the same wall. The tutorial does it in a corner, though, so I guess you can do that. Hey, look, let's get some speed. Yay! Fast! I like going fast in 3D Sonic, and this game does it very well. What engine is this? Bumper engine. Which, again, when used right, is really, really good, especially for, like, momentum-based level design. Because you can do the adventure-style spin jump, or spin dash jumps, which, I mean, every jump in Sonic is a spin jump, except for, you know, like, Unleashed and Generations let you do just standard jumps, but they were a little bit useless. Wall jump works, Sonic 06 Shadow homing attack style. Nah, I mean, there have to be two walls. It's a little less broken than that. And yes, it is a framework and not an engine, as I am now aware. Radical Highway. I mean, yes, but we gotta be the correct character for it to make sense.
The ultimate power.
Framework, engine, whichever it may be, it's pretty good. Oh god, will I die? No, because I homing attacked. Will I have enough momentum to make it up? No, but that's okay. Are we dead? No, because there was air here. I mean, that is Radical Highway. Always did that. Let's get some momentum going here. I love this level in SA2 because it's one of the ones that is best suited to just blazing down hills really fast, which feels good. I think the turns might be a... Whoa, whoa, Shadow, you okay? All right. I don't know what it is with fan games and making the bound jump, like, completely broken. Is this the alternate path? Yeah, this is the alternate path to get the flame bracelet thing, you know, that lets you do the fire somersault. I don't remember the names of items in the adventure games very well, but I remember what they do. I know some of them. Hey, the air saved Shadow, did not kill him. So you have the stomp and the bounce, which is pretty sweet. There's also a break button, but I'm not sure why you would ever use it. Also, okay, this is something that irks me. In all the Sonic games that have these versions of the spinner guys, the Anakin Skywalker from Episode 2, well, I like sand, so we don't necessarily see eye to eye on that. But I'll take it as a compliment, even though it feels like an insult, just because I don't like Episode 2 very much. But the purple guys usually don't have any electricity. It's the green ones. And here it's the opposite. Or maybe the timing's backwards. Either way, it's not how it should be, because I always get electrocuted there by the wrong color guys. Can I make it over there with just a well-placed spin dash? Am I going to play as Mecha or no? I don't know. I will find out whenever we get to SmackDown who I'm playing as in it. See, this is such a good engine for a level design that's built around it, which this isn't, but it works. Like, it's applicable enough, because the adventure games did have momentum-based controls to an extent. Adventure 1 utilized it, well, let you utilize it. It was never a requirement. Oh, camera, you all right? It was never a requirement in either game to utilize the rolling physics, but they were present, which was always definitely an upside. I still am a big supporter of the adventure gameplay and think that if properly utilized, it would be the best 3D Sonic gameplay. Is it the best 3D Sonic gameplay? I don't know. Oh shit, these aren't from Radical Highway. This is some speed highway geometry. And it works exactly the same, so that's definitely good. Favorite robot version of Sonic? Metal Sonic. I'm a very basic man. Just normal Sonic CD-ass Metal Sonic. I like him. He's cool. Oh shit, the drop dash can get some speed. That's awesome. Oh, I love me a drop dash. Again, it's a little bit barren, but it controls really, really well. This game's fun. And the original level design felt a little bit better. I mean, this has some original stuff in it with the platforming. It accommodates the different control pretty well, given that it's still mostly reused level design. So, yeah. Sonic GT gets a big old A+ from me. An A+ start, if you will. Let's do one more.
Oh, so you want to slow down?
And if I remember, this is the Metal Overlord score. Yeah, this is the original level that I played whenever this was a single level demo forever ago. This made the rounds. This game was a big deal whenever this level first released. I only played it the day it launched. I thought it was really good. I didn't really play it aside from that. But I've got a little more... I struggled with it, but I've got a little bit better of a handle on how Sonic controls in this engine now. But yeah, this was hugely popular when it came out, so this probably looks really familiar to everyone who keeps up on anything in the Sonic fan gaming community. Which, even then, I do, but I don't necessarily play everything that comes out. I was trying to hit that lightspeed dash, damn it. Oh. Goddamn bumpers. But, yeah, this is really well designed around this gameplay. This level is great, which is why we're playing it. If I remember, I could not for the life of me get an S rank. I think I tried to get an S rank here. I think Game Explain covered it. That's where I saw this. which I thought was pretty cool. I'm a big old Game Explain fan, so I was pleased by that. But yeah, everything feels so perfectly placed around Sonic's momentum. This is definitely like the best level in this demo from what I've played. And you remember him being bad at it? He probably was bad at it. This has a pretty high learning curve. But that is Sonic GT. And oh my god, is it good, right? I think it's a favorite for me. Previously playable at just on its own as a standalone thing, but doesn't negate it. It's really good. Next up, there's a new stage made today. Oh, that's actually cool. I didn't know that like they released anything like today. Not overly surprising. No, I don't want to open up a manual for the game I'm playing. I mean, 3 days ago. Probably in that demo then. It's probably in the demo and I just didn't play it. Because, you know, I'm kind of rushing through things. Speaking of that, Brock Crocodile is one that I thought looked nice. It is, yeah, I would assume it's in the demo. I'm just sort of rushing through things. Although I do plan on going back. Okay, controller's not wanting to work. So, mouse and keyboard it is, or just keyboard. Actually, I can probably configure controller. Well, mouse keyboard it is. No, but this was in Sage. So this is Brock Crocodile. It's an original game based on old games, including Sonic. We're gonna play like one level of this because it looked really cool, and I wanted to check it out. Kind of mad that I'm using a keyboard for this, but I spent my fair share of my teenage years playing games on emulators in school. This looks like it's got some... This is not the only non-Sonic game we're going to be looking at. I mostly went in on the Sonic stuff. But I want to give the people just making their own indie things, you know, their fair share in the spotlight. And they earn it. This seems like it's really good. See? Sonic stuff. These are just Mushroom Hill mushrooms. So that's pretty good. This seems like it controls really well. Is this a checkpoint? Yeah, it's a checkpoint. I can tell because it's shaped like a Sonic 1 checkpoint. And I'm a basic guy like that. I just make these assumptions. If you look, this is very clearly based, at least partially, on Sonic. The whip feels right out of Castlevania. But, like, look at the HUD. It is a Sonic HUD. My health bar's in the bottom right corner, I believe. That's my health bar, at least. Okay, I just assumed that was an enemy, but I was wrong. Oh, definitely some Castlevania elements here. I mean, that's Super Castlevania 4 right there, swinging off of things and levels. Super Castlevania 4, incidentally, is an amazing game. Castlevania in general is like one of my favorite series that I've never talked about on the channel in any capacity. But rest assured, I'm a fan of it. How do I kill? Oh, okay, just keep doing what I was doing. Oh, shit. It's like Sonic Colors and trying to scramble to get all the rings and, the crystal gem things, not crystal gem as in like Steven Universe characters, which wouldn't be a bad thing, but all the gem crystal things remind me of the collectibles from Freedom Planet, which, you know, I'm quite a fan of Freedom Planet, given that I'm a fan of Sonic. I guess that would kind of make sense. Yeah, the whip feels really good. Would feel better if I wasn't cramping my hands on my keyboard, but that's okay because I'm so not used to playing games with like the good old keyboard controls. Vertebreaker. Oh, don't worry, we're playing Vertebreaker today. How dare you not know Freedom Planet? Every Sonic fan went nuts for Freedom Planet. It was the best Sonic game ever until Sonic Mania came out and everyone was like, oh, that's right, classic Sonic games can be good. There's that brief period where like people were like, was Sonic ever good? And the answer was, Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty much... the Genesis games are objectively very well made. I'd argue the adventure games are good. You know, there's a point where subjectivity comes into play very heavily. Like, you know, Heroes, its faults versus its merits gets a little dicey to some. I still like it. Wow, it's King K. Rool, except not at all. I saw there were 2 Kirby games. Yeah, I didn't download them because I want to emphasize the Sonic stuff. I'm likely going to not do another stream, but at the very least, I'm playing them personally. And I want to make it clear that even if I'm not necessarily playing a game in the stream, it's still worth checking out. Just about every entry this year seems at least somewhat solid. Yeah, this would be a lot easier with my controller working. I could just use Joy to Key, but I don't feel like setting that up. It's got some Gunstar Hero vibes too, just in terms of the way the bosses are behaving and stuff. Which is a very good thing, because that's an amazing, amazing game. So you can jump on enemies, or you can just die. God, my hands are cramping from playing with the keyboard. We're going to stop with that, just because my hands hurt. But that, I'm going to come back to on my own time. I might do either a second stream or, like, without being affiliated through Sage officially. This one I'm excited about, though. Because I've played this on the channel before in an earlier build. You might remember it if you are a follower of the channel. If you're not, if you've ever watched the Sonic Hacking Contest or just played the games, this one will seem familiar. And really good. So, Ghosts and Goblins and Castlevania. Yes, because they are a good series to pull from, let me tell you. Hellfire Saga, using the Castlevania Bloodlines title screen. Good choice. I love me some Castlevania. And, yeah, we played this before. And I abused the hell out of save states when we did. I don't remember what the save state button is on Fusion right now, what I have it set to. So, hopefully I'm competent. This has definitely been overhauled pretty massively. Oh, it's edgy, but it's actually really good. This looks like it's been massively overhauled. The health system, at the very least, looks different. Or at least the HUD is different for it. Yeah, I think it operates the same. It's a health bar, but F5 and F8. Okay, I might need them, I might not. This is one of the best ROM hacks I've ever played. At least it used to be, and this seems like it's been cranked up a little bit. So, yeah, consider me a fan. I like things that are super tonally different. Like Sonic EXE, I find cringy and lame. Let's just be safe. Yeah, this guy's the same. Or no, his weapon's different. He was throwing axes in the old demo. It's Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, if you can't tell. There's the music. Sorry, the mute button got bumped on my stream deck. That's okay. That's the funny about having a stream deck. They bumped each other. I bumped the wrong button whenever I was switching scenes. I use this thing to switch. Like, you can't see it. It's not going to be in frame. I use a little stream deck to switch scenes when I'm streaming, and it's kind of cool. Gloam. Hell yeah. I like you. You're cool. Sonic looking like completely fucking indifferent. He's just... I'm going to censor myself slightly. He looks completely ambivalent to what's going on, and I love Sonic's reaction. He's a pretty cool guy, Sonic the Hedgehog is. Sonic's edgy as heck, dude. He doesn't care at all. This is awesome. I don't remember there being quite this much dialogue in the last build I played of this. I was hoping it would still be the upbeat da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That would have been so funny. But alright, this is actually a very fun ROM hack, though. Looking like the ghost looking like the clan coming out. That's okay. I do like the fact that it's a Sonic 3 hack. Sonic 3, I said earlier, isn't necessarily my favorite Sonic Genesis game, but it does have the Insta-Shield, and I love the Insta-Shield. I think it is awesome. I do prefer the drop dash. Oh, hi there, boss. Oh, I got hit because I was paying attention to save stating. Oh, I almost insta-shielded through that. But yeah, kind of wish I had more to critique, but I'm just enjoying myself too much with this one. Again, links... Well, all of these are available on the Sage website, and the link to which is in the description, and super worth checking out every year. Same with Hacking Contest, two of my favorite events. Big part of why I love Sonic the Hedgehog's community so much. Sonic's murdering Clan Ghost right now, but that's okay. Remember the time I had to race a bunch of Chaos Chow in my SA2 randomizer video or stream? I don't remember. I remember the Chow I had. I remember good old Jam Sept. Gosh, he was powerful. He was just a god among Chow, wasn't he? Like truly something special. He still unnerves me. I'm freaked out by Jam Sept to this day. But damn it, he was strong. He did the best he could for his master Sonic. I think I played as Sonic in the Chow Garden. I don't remember. I think we're going to beat whatever the next boss is, and then we're going to... I don't want to move on yet, but again, like, we're going to run out of time on everything real fast in this stream. And there are some entries I really want to look at. I believe that I said that. That sounds right. Hey, he looks like a Castlevania boss. Can I just hit this guy anywhere? Or does it have to be his front head? I don't know. I'm just going to keep hitting him in the head because that seems to be working out. Yeah, it's got to be in the head. Well, he's got an I have an Insta-Shield. That makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm playing through this whole thing in my free time. I might do little mini videos regarding some of the entries. I would like to do that. Time is not necessarily on my side these days. The fun thing about having a full-time job, being in college, and trying to run a YouTube channel, you basically can't. It's a real fun situation to be in. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Spitting hunchbacks out at me like it's Castlevania or something. Who would have thunk? You know, because the flea men are big enemies in Castlevania. This guy looks like a bone dragon from Castlevania, actually. Oh, hi, Davies. I'm actually a big fan of your channel. And also, that's disappointing. I wonder why it's not over on the site. That's weird. But yeah, I'm not sure who to get in touch with about that. Guess we're gonna have to call it that one for now. But yeah, that is definitely what I really need to get back to. Awesome, thank you for fixing that. You guys are always on the ball. I love, again, the people who, always the organizers behind, basically all of the Sonic fan events are just always on top of everything. I admire it so much. I wish I had the ability to be that dedicated. Oh, look, you guys got to see my amazing folder of Sage games. But, this next one is pretty neat from what I play. This is another one I messed around with. I actually really like this game. I think it runs on it said Sonic Worlds engine, which sounds right. That's a pretty goofy title screen. I really like it. Huh. Well, I mean, I'm glad you guys were able to resolve it. That's good. So this guy here, Neutrogic... What's the name of the hack? Man, or not hack. What's the name of the fan game? Sonic & Knuckles Neutrogic Panic, as the name and general aesthetic should imply, is a sequel to Knuckles Chaotix. The bad ending of Knuckles Chaotix, which... honestly, I'm not surprised by Google breaking. But this is a sequel to Knuckles Chaotix, essentially. And if you guys are aware from seeing my videos, I don't really like Knuckles Chaotix. I don't think it's that good. But I did like the bad ending where everyone dies. Well, I don't think anyone dies, actually. But they do destroy the island, and I question that because, again, wasn't Neutrogic High Zone Eggman's base? Didn't he build it on this island? And then, like, then he had Metal Sonic destroy it? And, like, why'd he do that? What was... It's a little irrelevant, I know, but I really question Eggman's... I mean, it's Eggman. He's not, you know, he's a mad scientist. He's voiced by Mike Pollock. He's a goofy guy. I get it. But, also, this feels a lot like every other Sonic Worlds fan game in terms of controls, which is a pretty good thing. That's some cheap enemy placement. But I actually like a lot about what this game does visually, because it looks like Chaotix, and I like Chaotix. The spin dash functions properly. It is not nerfed. Although, of all things, it does not play at all like Chaotix, because Chaotix does have some actual notable gameplay changes, like, versus the classic Sonic games. It does not function the same. Notably, springs operate differently. That was done because you can hold your characters and run around and spring all over the place, just naturally, without using springs as gimmicks. So, in Knuckles Chaotix, you hit springs from the side, and it's sort of like in the 3D games where you hit springs from any angle and they activate. That's the case in Chaotix. It is not the case in this engine because that's just not how it be. So I don't know if they could have changed that or not. I don't make Sonic fan games. I'll put that disclaimer out there. The animation for springs is real weird in this game. But, nah, Davies, you put in a lot of work. Your content's real solid, and you put in a lot of work. You should totally appreciate... I'm happy that you get to hear the praise from people. That's pretty good. Hey, that looked like Eggman for like 2 seconds. Hey, look, it looks like a bunch of Triforces. Now it doesn't. I like how the signposts look, actually. It looks really good. It's based on the Knuckles Chaotix one. But still, that's pretty cool. But, no, I like Sonic World as an engine. So, this feels more like a Genesis Sonic game than it does like Chaotix. But, and like in terms of momentum, Chaotix has awful momentum that no one seems to address. Like, I've seen a lot of reviews of Chaotix. Most of them, obviously, pretty critical. So was mine. But one thing that I feel like no one addressed is that the characters don't control like Sonic characters in terms of their physics. They're not awful. They have momentum. They have physics. Did I die? Yes, I did. Invincibility frames did not last as long as I thought they would. Also, when you die, you don't get sucked into a goddamn blue abyss black hole monstrosity. But, you know, I kind of wouldn't expect that. This, again, is functioning much more like a traditional Sonic game than Chaotix does. I like how the fire shield's kind of transparent. That looks pretty cool. But anyway, the physics in Chaotix are awful. And this does not have Chaotix physics. This has Sonic World physics, which, you know, again, they're a little bit floaty. But for a long time, and I'm guessing probably still, this is kind of the most popular Sonic fan game engine, I think. The one that I seem to see people use most often. Back in the day, it was constant, but people have been sort of shifting more to the 3D Sonic fan stuff from what I can tell. Ooh. Insta-Shield makes the Sonic Adventure 1 homing attack sound. Yeah, this is actually pretty interesting. I'm trying to watch chat and play, which is, anyone who's ever done a stream knows, is basically impossible. You gotta really choose your priorities. But this is decent. I like this. I was actually gonna comment on this. I don't like the fact that these platforms are so darkened. They do not look like foreground elements at all. So, kind of question that. I don't like the fact it makes the Sonic, like, oh shit, there's a Metal Sonic Kai in the background. Oh, hi, Metal Sonic Kai. What you doing, bud? You alright? You good? Are you gonna do something? Hell yeah, that's awesome. What are you doing? I have no idea what you did, but it was something alright. Hey, Red Spring, that seems useful. This is interesting so far. I'm digging it. Red Spring, thank you. God, Metal Sonic is real accurate with that reticle. I keep expecting it to be more like, god damn it, like Death Egg Robot, where He kind of hits you eventually. But, like, he's really on the ball. Like, his reticle is... Damn it. His reticle is definitely much more... His reticle is definitely more accurate than, like, Eggman's in the end of Sonic 2, which is what I was trying to say. I'm gonna die. Never mind, I'm fine. Whoa, whoa, that lasted a really long time, didn't it? Jeez. Wow, that explosion lasted like 2 days. That's okay. Trick metal into missing, then jump to safety. That sounds like a good game plan, yeah. I might play through all of this. This is pretty good. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like... yeah, I could see that orange slice. It's definitely not just... God damn it, I need to, like, actually take it slow here. And that just messes with my head. The hitbox on that was, like, twice the size I thought it would be. Oh, my God. This is, like, a deceptively obnoxious little platforming section. I dig it. But, yeah, it's harder than it looks. God, that explosion lasts a long time. If it didn't last, like, 18 years, I'd be golden here. I'm bad at video games, guys. I just hope everyone knows that. I'm not good at video games, and although I manage a video game store for a living, and I do this Sonic YouTube streaming thing, it does not mean I'm good at the video games that I play. The fact that you have advice prepared makes me think I'm not the first one to find this little simple section obnoxiously hard. Not hard, just like weird. Yeah, I think the explosion lasts maybe, you know, the fact that it explodes for like 2, I guess, animation cycles is real weird. Just doing this again. I will say, the one thing about covering Sage, and same with Hacking Contest, I love watching all the streams, but I never, like, I don't want to feel derivative, so I always, like, wait until after I've done it. Like, this is the first time I've done it in any, like, you know, official capacity, but, like, I always will wait until after my stream of it, and then I'll watch everyone else's. So, yeah, probably would have already had that figured out if I watched already. I'm really put off by the fact he has a hanging animation as his, like, spring animation. That's real weird. Oh, God, this is going to be hard. Ah, shit. Oh, my God, this is going to be so difficult. Maybe not, actually. Okay, this isn't as bad. This is definitely easier than the platforming section before it. God, he just keeps on going. He just kept going. Eggman just kept letting me hit him, and Metal Sonic did not stop. I will say, as much as I hate Chaotix, I love whatever Metal Sonic's big form is called. I just said it like 2 minutes ago, and now I can't remember. But he's cool. He's a cool guy. I like Metal Sonic. This looks black and empty. Oh, that's a zone transition. And it's playable. Huh. Metal Sonic Kai, that's it. Oh, this is neat. Oh, this is giving me very slight Time Twisted vibes. And God, I love Sonic Time Twisted. That's such a good one. I just said that, Mason. Yeah, this always gives me this is giving me strong Time Twisted vibes, which is a very good thing, especially this level aesthetically. Looks a lot like one of the levels in that game. I haven't played Time Twisted in forever. Gonna have to move on to the next entry soon, but this is really cool. Definitely better than Chaotix. It's harder than Chaotix. I'm playing through this whole thing on my own. Maybe I'll even stream it sometime. I'm having a good time with this one. Okay, I gotta go over here and just go here like a normal person. That's fair. The music reminds me a little bit of Sonic R, though, and I don't really know why, but it reminds me of the Reactive Factory music, maybe? Is it Reactive Factory or is it Regal Ruin? Something with an R, I'm sure. You know, given that it's Sonic R. I think we're going to beat this act, and then we're going to hit up the next entry. It doesn't remind me of Can You Feel the Sunshine at all. I like Sonic R slightly more than most people. I think it's funny. I have a copy of it sitting somewhere near me. I just flashed at the camera a little bit ago, didn't I? I think I did. Honestly, everything in my life is kind of a blur if it's like past 8 seconds. Is this Sonic R? This sounds like an instrumental Sonic R track, so that sounds right. This sounds like the, work it out, think about it, or whatever. I don't know. I just can't remember what level it's from. Is it Reactive Factory, or is it, Regal Ruin? I can't remember. It is Reactive Factory. It's what I thought. Okay, good. This one's really good. This is a good one. I'm a fan. But I think we gotta move on, unfortunately. Again, I'm just sort of rapid-firing these, and I hate how quickly I have to do them. But... okay, real quick, before we move on, actually. Sonic Lost World music. I like Sonic Lost World soundtrack. What can I say? I'm a big fan. Okay. Oh, it's such a good track. And there's not even any fruit. Okay, whatever. Let's move on to the next game. This is a good one. Sonic and Knuckles Neutrogic High Zone is pretty cool by me. So that's one I'd recommend, even if the title screen was pretty funny, to be honest. It was kind of goofy. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with a little goofiness. But alright. I didn't play as Knuckles, damn it. I already did earlier. He just has the Knuckles chaotic sprites, and he controls like Knuckles. Which means he's holding the ring. He holds the ring in his hands as he runs around. This is, I can't believe it's not Sonic 1. Which, is not Sonic 1. And I want to use a controller. Will it let me use a controller, or am I exiting out and restarting it so I can use a controller? Guys, I think I'm going to exit out and restart it so I can use a controller. Damn it. That's always the worst. Okay. But yeah, next up is I can't believe it's not Sonic 1, which is a Unity remake of Sonic 1. No way! I can't believe this! God, I loves me some, oh, I gotta manually configure all the controls? What? Alright. And it doesn't want to let me use the gamepad. Fine, if it's gonna be like that, I'll just use the controls they want me to use and play it their way. Which is no fun to me, because I like using controllers. It doesn't have controller support. Why? Why would they do that? That's odd. Okay. I guess I could use Joy to Key, but I don't have that set up, so... assuming I can figure out which button starts the game, we'll be in business. Did I figure it out, or did it go to... yeah, I figured it out. Okay. But yeah, this is a Unity remake of Sonic 1. I think it's just Green Hill Zone. Hey, he's got the drop dash and the spin dash, but real question of the hour. No, okay, no peel out. Gotta click start? Odd. This is all very odd. This does feel pretty decent. The physics aren't one-to-one Sonic 1, but it's functional. But the real question now, will we die? Come on, damn it. That's like my favorite thing in Sonic 1. I love watching him just perish prematurely. No special stage, but that's not surprising. And Sonic is stuck doing that animation, which is fitting enough. He's all, ha ha ha, one! Okay, that's that reference. That's an obligatory reference. If I don't mention real-time Sonic fan dubs, I'm pretty sure I die. Like, in real life. I think it's like... that was weird. Huh. Alright. Sonic's a little more sluggish than he is in proper Sonic 1. Also, yeah, the best part of Sonic 1 isn't present. This is really good, and I'm not knocking it. I'm just being nitpicky because it's fun to be. No spike glitch, I'm guessing. Yep, didn't seem to happen. In fact, he reacted weirdly in general to that. If they do a full-on remake of Sonic 1 in this engine, like with some tweaks, this would be really cool. Again, I'm liking these attempts to sort of get us the Christian Whitehead experience Okay, but they didn't fix that. I kind of assumed that they would fix that. That's what I was checking, but nope. The Christian Whitehead version does fix that weird little that little section there with those platforms. You will not die from falling. Shouldn't there be a swingy platform there? Okay. Is there a variation of Sonic 2 like this? Yeah, it's called Sonic 2 Mobile. But Sonic 2 HD was kind of leaning in that direction. I don't even know what's become of Sonic 2 HD since they brought it back. I was pretty excited about Sonic 2 HD, and then it was malware, so that was sad. Or spyware or whatever. I know Sonic Retro shut that down after that. Because, again, love the people over at Sonic Retro. This is really good. I'm sort of knocking it, but I don't want that to be taken as me criticizing it. For a ground-up remake in Unity, this is really, really impressive. Like Daveace just said. Leave it to the popular guy to say it before me. But no, this is actually awesome. They did a really nice job with this. I should have probably made a list of the creators so I could have credited them, but I didn't think about that. Sonic 2 HD's original alpha build had some... It wasn't really spyware, but it had a keylogger and it was freaked out. It freaked people out, and then the project got shut down by Sonic Retro and brought back, and the state it's in now is great. Or at least it was last time I checked on it a couple months ago. Man, we're going fast. And then the music went away. Oh, there it is. And now it's normal speed again. Good. We're just going to take on Eggman. I think this ends after Green Hill. I want to say. It does at least. Oh, is that what happened? Okay. I followed... Oh, there's no boss. Oh my god, 2HD's music is incredible. That was what introduced me to T-Lopes. Now that you mention it, actually, Daveace. It was... This is really good, by the way, guys. If this continues along, keep an eye on it. And if it doesn't continue along, it's a hell of an accomplishment. So consider me impressed with that. Now it's using Sonic 2 music, but... Yeah, I would consider that a success. I like it a lot. I don't know what's going on next entry. This one's just labeled Sage Demo. I don't know what it is. Let's do something with a title. There's a bunch of these that just don't have titles, and I'm like, So many of these literally just say Sage Demo as the name in the files, and I didn't think to rename them because I am a stupid fool. Oh, it's an Infinity Engine thing. Good. I like Infinity Engine. But I have... It represents what I have, an issue I have with a lot of Sonic fan game creators. So, this would be a good way to explain it. Although, again, anytime I knock or criticize anything here, I'm not using a headset. That's okay. You know, it might be more fun if you were full screen. I don't remember. What's the full screen command for this? Is it F11? Yes, it is. Okay. B is stomp? That sounds right. Anyway, this is a great little framework engine, whatever the case may be. Man, it's not running well. Anyway, but oh my god, do people just plop it in the least fitting places. This is just like a demo test area, basically. Hopefully it runs okay for you guys, because I'm having some lag spikes. But anyway, it is used so incorrectly and, like, awkwardly. And this applies to every Sonic 3D fan engine I've ever messed with, where, you know, this does some really cool stuff. I really like Infinity Engine. Almost everything I've ever played that uses Infinity Engine is done so badly and just awkwardly does not fit the engine at all. Engine framework, whatever it's called. And it just doesn't do it justice because this works really well. This is a bad example because this is just an engine test area. So this is like... Okay, as long as it's not like unwatchable for you guys, we're not going to look at this one long. I literally have this here so that I can bitch about people making me mad with wasting the potential of this framework because I think it's pretty good. Hold LB. Why would I hold it? It's the quick step, right? Man, quick step lags real bad. Anyway, yeah, I got all the red star rings, guys. I'm a Sonic master, dude. It's like Sonic Colors all over again. Except in Sonic Colors, it took me months because I didn't care. And in this game, it took me seconds. Also, this is working well. Sonic 3D fan games and loops. I swear to God, they just don't get along. I had the same issue with Spark the Electric Jester 2, a game I really like, but I could not get through loops. I don't think I ever got through a single loop in Spark the Electric Jester 2. But no, I really like Infinity Engine, but this applies to every 3D Sonic engine. It's utilized so improperly. The Sonic slowdown when he jumps. Not when he jumps. You know, this runs perfectly when I'm not using OBS, but sometimes you forget OBS just does not get along with other programs. The fan games people make with it feel like, A, how many times can I see the same Unity assets or Sonic Adventure 2 assets before I die? Because it's feeling like a lot. In terms of the Sonic slowdown, I don't understand how the slowdown mechanic works, but he sort of has a bullet time effect. Have I played Islands? The Islands, like, demo from Sage, I messed with it a little bit, the new version of the physics engine, if that's what you're talking about. We'll be getting to that next, I think, actually. It's good. Spoiler alert. But no, this whole thing is... My issue with this engine in particular, I've seen it worse, is that it looks really impressive and it controls so well. But every single thing I play on it is just... It's gross. Okay. That was good, though. That's a good demonstration of what I was talking about. That was just a little sandbox area to mess with it. Next up is Sonic Islands Physics Preview. Because it's real good. No, WinRAR, I do not want to pay for you. I will agree with you on that one, Dave. The version from... Let's put it on low graphics, actually. No, I don't want it on this monitor. It's on the wrong monitor. No. I hate video games. But, and no, I did not bother extracting them. Don't judge me for being lazy. It's just what I do best. It's the joys of having 3 monitors. I never know which one's which number-wise. So this was probably my favorite entry of Sage. Well, no, my favorite entry of Sage last year was that, Sonic 3D, or Sonic Extreme thing. That was, like, real good. But this is super solid. So basically, this is a reworking of Sonic Islands from last year, which was definitely one of the darling babies of Sage last year. It was the one that many of you probably saw. It used the same music, I believe. Similar idea. You rolled around and you ran around, and you would find Chaos Emeralds scattered around this huge, really well-designed level. Yeah, Sonic Z Stream. That was so cool, and I was so happy about it. And I was actually all prepared to look into how to run burn discs on my Saturn this year. 'Cause last year I emulated it, and I was going to look into, you know, running it through my Saturn. Look at this Lost World thing we're running up very slowly. There's no spin dash in this game, so that's depressing. Which reminds you of Sonic Utopia mixed with Green Hill Paradise Act 2. Yeah, Sonic Islands demo last year also reminded me of both of those games. Except I thought it was kind of... Now, Utopia is probably the best of these Sonic physics things so far. I think this is going to be amazing whenever it's a little more finalized and has some, like, proper level design, though. But yeah, last year's demo had this huge, sprawling stage filled with Chaos Emeralds. And, well, you have to get a certain number of flickies by killing enemies to, move on. And, I like Lost World. It's pretty good. Anyway, you would find Chaos Emeralds scattered around, and they would give you different powers. And it was so cool. You could get the drift. I think the homing attack you actually had to get as a power-up. But yeah, this doesn't have a spin dash, which is a little bit depressing, because, again, I quite like spin dashing, but, I mean, I could be wrong. It might have a spin dash. It does have curling and uncurling. I will say, though, I love the jumping animation. Look at him. He's just... He like, gets all squash and stretch. Oh, it's so good. I love how it looks. Same with whenever you start rolling. But yeah, last year's demo, I think, was much more substantial. But I will say I get why the creators started over on this, because I think these physics do feel better. It almost reminds me of that, what's it called? Project Hero, that one Sonic fan game where the only things we have to go off of are the YouTube videos of it in action, and it looks absolutely amazing. But yeah, last year's demo I preferred. I don't think I can escape from that area. Yeah, we're only going to play this for another minute or two, but I like where this is going. Last year's demo was amazing, so if I hope that they bring back the Sonic? Sonic? Can you not? Thank you. But yeah, that project looks amazing. God, sorry if there's lag spikes. Not a whole lot I can do about it, but because Unity games don't like OBS on my computer. It's my processor. It's the only thing. If I want to get a new processor, then I need to get a new motherboard. If I get a new motherboard, I need to get 32 gigs of RAM to keep my specs the same. Because I have DDR3 RAM, and all motherboards that would be compatible with a worthwhile upgrade to my CPU would be DDR4, and it's, computers are real good, basically, is the gist of it. Let's get Sonic to go real fast in this loop and be nauseating, and then we're gonna move on to the next game. But yeah, this is good. This is probably my favorite. I think when it's done, this might be my favorite 3D Sonic engine, like in terms of the fan engines, frameworks, doodads, whatever they're called. Oh, he's a fast boy, isn't he? Okay, he's not that fast. Also, his run animation's awesome. If I had this on higher graphic settings, he'd have the whirly feet, but this looks real good. There's more level if I go out of bounds. Oh, okay. Well, let's try that then. How do I get out of bounds in this area with the walls that high? I guess momentum would be my best friend here. God, Sonic looks real good when he's blurry. My PC is almost great. And, like, you know, I can edit well. I can do Vegas. For the most part, it works. Everything seems good. It's just streaming is occasionally networked. All you can do in there, I'll go in there just to show off what's in that little area. And then I'm going to just move on to the next entry because, you know, so much stuff, so little time because I have class in the morning. Although I think I'm the last stream for Sage tonight. Yeah, if you go in there, you're stuck. Let's just show it off. I'm not going to go in here because, again, you will get stuck. I discovered that myself earlier. But yeah, there's these two giant balls, and I don't think you can escape. And also, lucky getting a new laptop. That would be so good. I want to get, like, a decent gaming laptop. I'd love to have a portable editing station. I have a decent desktop, which, you know, again, other than a perfectly acceptable i5, I would just rather have a nicer processor. This thing's pretty good. Okay, so I don't feel as bad if I go past 11 by a couple minutes then. Like, if my stream runs over my allotted time, I guess it's not really an issue. Never bring up the Melon Festival again. That's a terrible thing to say. How dare you? Okay, I'm gonna say let's move on to the next game. But yeah, Sonic Islands, looking fresh as ever. Big old fan of it. Why is AVG popping up? What fan game is this? It is the most recent build of Sonic Islands. Last year's was probably better, I think, but it's still good. Next up, let's go with... What are we leaning towards? I like this one. Let's give it a look. This one's cool. Sorry, I banged the thing. Not SmackDown quite yet. On your second laptop. Okay, Mr. Rich Man, no need to brag to us peasants with our... I also have several laptops, but, you know, I'm also, like, older than you, I think, so. But yeah, next up, I like this guy. This game's good. Again, The fun thing about owning a VR thing is that anything you play using Unity, it thinks it's a VR game. So here we are with Sonic Explorers. I messed with this one for a couple minutes, and I really liked what I saw. Also, if the volume's ever like too loud or anything, just let me know. But I really liked what I messed with in this one. So, gotta roll. Look at us go! Look at him go! He's so good! Look at Sonic go. It only took him 14 years to get through there. Spin dash. Hell yeah. But yeah, I really like this one from what I played. So now we can slow things down, make it look like Slender the Arrival up in here. Yeah, I'm not big on the HUD. It looks like a bootleg or something. But this plays really well. This game's really, really neat. So basically, this right here represents the game a little bit better. But you basically run... I said basically like 4 times there. What? I only saw like the last 2 seconds of the Tails channel stream because I was setting up my stream. I missed like all of it, which sucks because loves me some Tails channel. But yeah, basically with this one, it's kind of a collectathon, but not really. Almost like a time trial collectathon. You can get stuck here. I did when I was testing this one out. Yeah, I see that. Thank you, tutorial. But basically, if you don't get the 3 there's 3 of these basically every time you run through a gate, right, it activates these more Lost World music. Hell yeah. I'm getting way off track every time. It activates these little blue globs of stuff, and you collect them, and when you collect them, you beat the little time trial. It's a lot like, think of it as the red coins from the new Super Mario Brothers games, or the Ragnium from Sonic Boom Fire and Ice, if you want to make it about Sonic Boom Fire and Ice for some reason. I like that game, actually, but God, all these... Anyone ever play The Hobbit for the GameCube, or Gauntlet Dark Legacy for the GameCube? Because that's what I think of anytime I see big crystals like this. But yeah, so it's a lot like the red rings in New Super Mario Brothers, or like the what were they? Something they were in Sonic Forces. The Silver Moon coins. I don't love Lost World. I want to make that clear. I think Lost World's pretty heavily flawed, and even then, the 3DS version's actual trash. I hate that game. But where do I go? Oh, cool. I got a red coin. But God, I'm getting off track. That's like, if you guys want to know my secret specialty, it's getting off track when I'm talking. It's like the red coins in New Super Mario Brothers, where it starts a timer after going through a loop, and then you collect everything within the set time frame it gives you, and from there, well, basically, you continue on collecting things, and if you get everything in the time frame presented to you... No, I don't want to be over here. I want to go back. I want to go back. I want to get the things. How do I go back? I know. Suicide. I like Lost World Wii U. What are you talking about? But yeah. I like time trial-based collectathon things like this. Whoa! Homing attack! What in the world? Why'd you go that way? I'd watch Sin and Dave Ace fight. That would be fun. Mostly just because I'd like to watch Sin get beat up. That sounds like it would be a pretty solid meme, all things considered. Again, this runs like perfect 60 normally, but the second I let OBS stream, it soaks up a little bit of that good old CPU power. So as you can see, I have 51 seconds left. My time will restart upon reaching the checkpoint thing again. So as I run through this ring, it goes back to 90 seconds and lets me collect what I missed. So in this case, I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn around and go over here. It's pretty cool. Sonic's control is real good for quick turning and running around. It feels good. It's a very solid feeling thing. Also, now it's Sonic Unleashed music. I like that game less than most people. I still like it. Don't get me wrong. It's good, but I'm like, you know, it's my least favorite Boost game. Haha. Well, I don't know. Maybe forces. I don't know. That's a tricky one. Yeah, well, I don't know how to fight. So, Oh, God, it's one of those enemies from Bridge Zone. And presumably other levels. But they were in Bridge Zone. And that's what I will identify them. I guess they're in Spring Yard Zone and a bunch of other classic Sonic levels, but... And we hit the checkpoint once again. Again, sorry for the frame rate being all kinds of choppy, but, well, I'm hopefully upgrading my PC in, I don't know, I did the math, and to really substantially upgrade my PC and not downgrade certain specs, I'm looking at like $700-800, and I'm like, oh no. So, you know, should be looking at a pretty good raise at work soon, so maybe after that, I don't know. My thoughts on Unleashed are so decidedly mixed. There's a boost, but I have, like, no reason to use it. Okay, thanks, homing attack. Hey, let's boost now. What button was boost? Okay, boost is useless. Am I gonna run out of time? Gasp. I'm gonna run out of time. Unless I run through the thing again. There's the thing. Run through it quickly, Snock. Yeah, I did it. That might have been a different one. I don't know. I like the Unleashed soundtrack. Unleashed, I will say, God, this is running so slowly and choppily. Their graphics settings? I guess not. I'm not boosting. Stop. Thank you. Oh, well, got those Sonic Forces speed lines going, boys. Ooh, that looks lame. Just like Sonic Forces. A game that I still like, by the way. I think it's better than most people do. What's the easiest way to bug Sin? I always thought that was just say Sonic Rush isn't that good. And he like has a conniption. Even though I quite like Sonic Rush. I use it to test my 2DS capture card. That I've still yet to use for any meaningful project. Don't worry. I'm finally using it in a project. How tall am I? Like 5'7", 5'8". I'm pretty short. Ah, God. He's exploded. Like, I'm not crazy short, but I'm on the shorter end of average, I think. Hey, we got the goal ring. Hi, Lily. Man, those speed lines are making Sonic look much more impressive than he is. Look at that. Look at all that. Oh, he only has one mouth. I was hoping he would have two mouths like Super Sonic in Lost World. The best part of Sonic Rush is, I don't think there's a Sonic game with a bad soundtrack. Well, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack, but I don't know anyone else who agrees with me on that. I know I can get the goal ring now, but I kind of just want to keep doing this because it's fun. We're only going to do this for a couple more minutes, though, and then I got to move on to the next entry because, you know, we'll run out of time. Ah. It says not to turn around because you can just make multiple laps, but I don't care. Have I tried Sonic Digitized? It is actually on the docket for the stream, so I'm going to try it. I think I downloaded it at least. If I didn't, well, then I'll get to it later. Tangle will never be in the games. That's unfortunate, actually. I like Tangle. I barely read the IDW stuff, though. I read the first, like... Oh, okay. You know what? That's fair, Dave. Yeah. I guess if you want to bring up... if you want to bring up Chronicles, yeah. That's a little bit worse. I did it. I won. Look at the PNG marks around Sonic. Hey, it has the best worst version of the Sonic 3D Blast ice level music. I can't remember, even though it's a really good song. Let's see. What else we got? What else we got? Vertebreaker. Okay. I actually don't have Sonic Chronicles. The handheld games are like the area where I'm pretty lacking on my Sonic collection, to be honest. I own the advanced games, Sonic's 1, 2, Triple Trouble, Chaos for Game Gear. Vertebreakers by Headcanon, by the way. That's pretty exciting. I would pull it up if it wasn't tiny. How do I... F5, F4. Cool. Yeah, headcanon's involved in this, and that means it's good, basically. 'Cause that's stealth, right? I think stealth is headcanon, if I remember how that goes. Oh boy, we in the bone zone, everyone. Here we go. This reminds me of Sonic Mania. How do I run fast? Oh! Oh! Headcanon at A+ start. That's a pretty solid lineup. Okay. I need to figure out how the mechanics of this game work. Oh, okay. You have to tap it and just let it go. Oh, shit. That's awesome. Okay, I see why people were saying Rystar vibes. That's a good thing, by the way. I love Rystar. I'm bad at this already. 56 out of 420. Hey! Nice. All right. Well, let's try and not be the worst at this, because I keep looking at this like a Sonic game, and it's not. We're here in the Bone Zone. I got an attack button. I got the cool Rystar run thing. Oh my god, this is so going to be a game that gets a LyingTuna like review episode. This is super cool. This is a Kickstarter, right? I believe there's a Kickstarter for this, and I've never backed a Kickstarter. I almost backed Mighty Number 9s, and then I didn't, and thank God. But I'm thinking I might have to do a little Kickstarter donation for this guy, because I like what I see so far. Because it reminds me of Rystar, and I like Rystar a lot. Please die, stupid piranha plant looking thing. Kind of wish enemies died a little quicker. A+ Start did the art for this, if I recall, because I know he was the head artist on the Sonic Chaos remake. Is that still a thing? I was at Stage last year, and it was like hella good. But I don't know if anyone if anything ever became of that. God, I'm not good with this game's mechanics, though. I will say that, which is unfortunate, because I think I like what they're doing, but I'm, not grasping it for some reason. It's not like I'm not familiar with physics-based platformers. Well, I might be the worst at this game mechanically, but I'm impressed by it. I don't know why I'm struggling so much, and I feel really bad. Ah. But I can so tell that 32 days away. Let me think. What comes out in 32 days? Luigi's Mansion? That should be out soon. God damn it. Can I, zip him? Oh, I can zip him. Okay. Well, that helps. No one told me that I could just zip with A. Yeah, that makes it substantially easier. Just gotta give him a little bit of this. Okay, I'm starting to get what this game's throwing down. All right. Hell yeah, this is awesome. This is super good. All right. Hell yeah, that enemy's cool as hell. I like him. Can I, get some momentum going and not left? Okay. Okay, so the zipping's weird. So it's almost like the opposite of what I'm expecting. I'm thinking press the A button when I'm, as far away as possible from where I want to be, but it's actually the opposite. I want to be, where I want to be, and then you press A, at the height of it. It's a little bit... I want to say it's technically correct. It's just not how I would expect it to be in a video game. God damn it. And I... Oop. This is really, really cool. Everyone should probably give this demo a download. This might be my favorite. It was my favorite. This is probably my favorite thing this so far. And I'm not just saying that because it's made by people that I really admire and like. Definitely not that at all. Let me see if I can just... God, this is really cool, but oh, I have almost no idea how it works. I keep thinking I got it, and then I obviously don't. Also, this thing, the whip is just so quick. I'm definitely having a lot of fun with this, though. This is so cool. Okay, I didn't even mean to go diagonal. I was trying to just shoot straight across. That probably something to do with the fact that the Xbox One's got kind of a terrible D-pad. Like, it's good enough. Like, I've beaten Sonic Mania with it, and I've beaten some Mega Man games with it, but... I'm definitely going to donate to this. This game is really cool. I know, from what I read, they aren't sure about console ports, but I sure hope they can make it happen. Okay, so the triggers raise and lower it. See, now that I'm starting, I probably feel like a goddamn Game Grumps video, just ignoring the tutorial then getting angry. But now that I understand how this works a little more, so I can just sort of zip around a little easier. Still kind of lost on how to get speed on the ground with this, though. Is this a single level demo? Because, like, if it's not, I'm not going to be able to play more of it. Like, I'm definitely going to beat this level, but... If they're able to buy... yeah, that makes sense. I guess if they don't have the dev kits, then they can't do much about it. God damn it. I really hope this goes well, because, this is super good. I don't know what I'm doing now. I feel like I just backtracked pretty heavily. Hey, I killed that guy. That's cool. Yeah, I'm back down here. Let's go back up. I'm really digging the verticality of this thing. It's definitely satisfying. It's very unique, but I think it's definitely got quite the learning curve. I hope not too much of one for people, because I could see people like just refusing to give this. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I get what you're saying. You don't carry momentum like you would in a Sonic game, which I guess because I've been playing a lot of Sonic stuff during this, I keep expecting it to operate like a Sonic game, but it's not. So I need to come up here, zip up there. There we go. Ah, nope. Never mind. Okay. I almost was making progress for a few seconds there. Jeez. Man, this is satisfying to get right. Ah. And then he died. All Hallows Eve, that will explain the mechanics. Okay. I'm going to probably give this a revisit whenever they do another demo, because this is really cool. I'm going to call it that for Vertebreaker for now. But understand that this is awesome. That's really, really, really cool. What do we got next? What do we have next? What have we looked at so far? Hey, Mason, you want to be happy? Let's look at Sonic Smackdown. Yeah, definitely enjoyed that a great deal. I'm going to be messing with that in my free time. Because that was super, super cool. I love seeing indie platformers do things that are just different. I love pixel art platformers, but a lot of them get a little derivative. But lately, they've just been on the ball. Everything's been interesting. I will be definitely looking into more of this stuff. I know I don't have a headset connected, Steam VR. You don't need to launch. My headset's over there, in a corner. Also, thanks for joining in, Dave Ace. It was a total pleasure to have you around, dude. Can I do this single player? Training. Yeah, we'll just go to training, I guess. I will be Mechasonic. And I will beat up Knuckles, because that's funny. And obviously, we're going to do it in Death Egg. I'm going to be Rouge. I'll mess around with a couple of characters. I want it to be very clear that I'm horrible at fighting games, and also I'm playing an Xbox One controller. This might just be the worst possible controller for this. Let's see what powers we got. We got that. Can I do like a... Yeah? Alright, that was a thing. Oh, nope, that's just actually one of his normal moves. So that's... My super is... That's adorable. Okay. I don't even know how I did the super. Yeah, well, that'd be very well known that I don't play fighters. Like, I mess around with them for like 10 minutes at a time. Alright, later, Sin. It feels a lot like Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You're definitely right about that. I have not played that game in around 5 years. I played Infinite for 10 minutes after getting it for $10 at GameStop on sale, if that counts for anything. Yeah, this is definitely Marvel vs. Capcom 3 style, though. You got that right. Oh, no. Let's be another character. Let's be Snock. Let's be Red Snock and fight Super Shadow, I guess. I don't know. Sky Sanctuary. I like Sky Sanctuary. It's one of the best levels in Sonic and Knuckles, aesthetically, and in no other way. I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm not even sure how I did the spin dash. Okay, so it was backwards quarter circle into B. Yeah, that's not an infinite, but it's pretty close. So, forward quarter circle is like the Sonic battle thing? No. This is definitely ripe with Sonic battle references, which, you know, that's appropriate. I own that game too, you know. I don't think you can combo it into itself. It doesn't look like you can. I like to use the quick step sound effects. This is neat. Can I make the, Is there a way to just actually fight in single player? It doesn't look like it. Looks like all we got's a proper, like, 2-player mode. Nah, he doesn't feel anything like Smash Brothers. But you can wave dash in this? What? I gotta try that now. That sounds funny. I will be Rouge the Bat. I will be Sonic the Bat. And I will fight Big the Fox. Yeah, Green Hill music doesn't... Anything else fits Green Hill. Man, this really is just straight up a Marvel vs. Capcom game with the... Oh, the background is Green Hill Zone from Smash. I like it. That's cute. What even is that? Oh, is it like her kiss from Generations? That's gross. I don't like that. It's also useless. Ah, you can wave dash a little bit. I kind of messed it up. Hell yeah. I don't think I ever played through all of Sonic Battle because that game bores me so much. I like parts of it, but then I get really sick of it. So, I mean, I don't know if I ever played as Rouge. Or even saw... I mean, I've seen her moveset because I beat it as Sonic. And no, I mean, it's only one story, right? It's Sonic and then you play as Gemerald, and I don't remember. I haven't played Sonic Blast in like a decade. Go up in the air so I can kiss you. Okay, she doesn't want to kiss him. Probably because that's gross because he's a child and she's like an adult or something. Let's give this like 2 more seconds and then we're gonna... I'll be gross this one and I'll beat up Knuckles because Knuckles deserves it, damn it. But no, this seems really pretty entertaining. This is cute. What engine is this in? Because there's definitely not... I can't imagine this is built from the ground up. Is it like Mugen or... Okay, so he's got chaos control, but it doesn't... It's just... I don't see why it would be any... Unreal Engine? Okay, that's cool. Say oh no again, Knuckles. Say oh no again. Make me laugh. Make me laugh, Knuckles. Yeah. This is how you play fighting games like a real man. I guess that was a Chaos Blast. That was cool. That was really good. I don't like fighting games that much. They're not my genre, as you guys probably noticed. But, yeah, I consider that pretty decent. Pretty acceptable. Well, there's the people's plugs. So that's cool. But, well, you guys can't see it, but it opened up a Discord link. So that's cool. Sonic Smackdown. That's worth checking out, I think. Misa thinking. It's pretty cool. Let's see what we got next. Hey, this one looks interesting. It's another not Sonic game, so sorry for anyone who's only here for the Sonic fan content. But it is based off of another game that I already referenced a couple times during this, actually. But bam! Sandro Gomez, A Wonderful Story. New game, please. You want Mecha to be back in the next Sonic game? Well, call Sega and ask them, very politely, repeatedly. Just never leave them alone. This one is Castlevania. Well, not exactly Castlevania, because right off the bat, he doesn't control like a Belmont. But yeah, the whip gameplay is Castlevania. And that's a good thing, because I like Castlevania. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about with the controls being different, in Castlevania, you kind of commit to your jumps like it's a wedding vow, except there's no divorce. You just go wherever you were going when you started that jump. They changed that in some of the games. Castlevania 4 has a much more flexible jump. This music sounds really good, by the way. I don't like the fact it's in the fake, not correct NES aspect ratio, where it's not quite 4:3. Like, this is how NES games and stuff were rendered, but they were meant to be stretched to 4:3, so, you know. A lot of pixel games do this. Mega Man 9 and 10 did this, and I never liked how it looked. Guess that was a save. This looks really good, though. It does a very good job emulating the look of an NES game. A lot of these faux 8-bit games don't necessarily pull off the 8-bit look. But this one seems to be doing it very, very well. We're dead. He's passed away. You know what? Let's go left. Well, that was a mistake, and we nearly died for it. By which I mean we took a little bit of damage. It's kind of got the Castlevania 4 thing going on with the whipping controls. He just sort of does what he needs to do, any direction, which is a good thing. And the old games, you couldn't do that. I should have compared this so much to Castlevania, because even though it's clearly the main inspiration, it's very much its own thing. This is really cool. I don't know what the button is to use special weapons. Oh, okay, it's a double jump to do it. Okay. Interesting. Might vary depending on the item. I'm not sure. Die. Reminds me of the Karibo shoe from Mario 3. Or Mario Maker. That's probably much more, like, accurate. Hey, if you petition Sega hard enough, they might even ignore you on Twitter. That's kind of what Sega does. How about you don't hire hitmen on Sega? I kind of like them lately. They've been doing mostly good things. Please don't hurt Sega. They're a good bunch of people. They made the Genesis Mini that I didn't buy, but apparently is really good. And, they made Sonic Forces, you know? Could be worse. Oh, that was going to be one of the skull guys from Castlevania. He's not now, on account of the fact that he's dead. This is awesome. This game's excellent. You guys should definitely check this one out. Again, I've said it a few times, but I want to just make sure it's known. Every single game I'm playing here, you guys can find at the link in the description, as well as the schedule for the rest of the streamers. There's a lot of really talented, really great creators covering the games throughout the week that I am frankly honored to be sharing space with. So be sure to check out the Sage website. Oh, that guy's like a Koopa Troopa or something. We're going to beat like one more level of this, but is he going to be like a gargoyle guy? Yeah, okay. Well, sort of. He bounces fireballs at you. Just if it's the same as the guys in Castlevania. Okay, so... Oh. It's a double jump with a floaty glide after. That's awesome. I like it. We're going to do whatever the first boss is here, and then we're going to move on to the next game. But this is another one I think I'm just going to be personally playing on my downtime over the next, like, week or so. Oh, okay. And again, any and all games that you guys think are interesting, you should just try out, because they're all absolutely free. And, free things are good. I'm guessing I die if I fall down there. I was wrong, you don't die. You just find cool shit. Well, that's what I get for assuming. You know what they say, if you assume stuff, you're kind of a moron. Now we got the Karibo shoe back. Can I bounce on some boys? Oh, yes I can. I'm basically like the master of the not Castlevania Karibo shoe. Until I died. Because I'm super inept and bad at video games. Well, to be fair, would you have it any other way? Answer is, I think you would. I think you definitely want to have better YouTubers than me. But that's okay. Because you guys don't have a choice, because I'm the one that's live right now. God, I'm terrible at video games. I think we're gonna call this guy quits soon, because I want to cover a few more before the night's out, but I'm definitely enjoying this. This is really cool. Keep thinking you can jump on enemies for some reason. Guess what? You can't. You know what they say. I can't do that, Eggman. I can only do Dean Bristow to a very limited extent. Because he's all, get a load of this. But Mike Pollock's all upbeat, and I can't do it. No one can do justice to that man's voice. Not even him. I'm sure there's someone who does an amazing Mike Pollock impression out there who's like horribly offended by me saying that they aren't as good as Mike Pollock, but that's okay. Sometimes I'm watching Mike Pollock on Twitter doing his thing, just getting endlessly harassed by Sonic fans, and I'm like, that poor, brave man commits to that role despite the people who just don't leave him alone. I mean, I'm sure there's worse fates than having people admire you for a performance as an actor, but regardless, people just like, they just do not ever chill with him. Got time for a few more after we're done with this one. So let's see, what should we do next? Thinking an oldie but a goodie that's been remastered. I was gonna say ladders aren't a Castlevania thing, but they are in one of the Game Boy games, I think. Sparks was summoned. Ooh. But I'm definitely enjoying this one. I think I'm gonna play through this entire game on my own time, or at least whatever's available, because I don't know if this is a full game or a demo. But anything with Castlevania and some Mega Man inspiration, I think, makes me a very happy guy, on account of the fact that Although I didn't get as into Shovel Knight as everyone else. It's a good game, but I wasn't, like, enthralled with it like other people were. I don't know why. Three levels on stream. Probably could. I don't really trust myself to do it, and I kind of want to still... There's a bunch of stuff I want to get to. I don't know. I think we're going to beat this level. And then I'm definitely playing through this thing on my own. Because, again, this is awesome. I like platformers, and this is a good one. It's not overly difficult, too. That's something I appreciate. There's challenge, but it's not broken or anything. It's not like... Even like a Castlevania game, where it's so much obnoxious challenge that it gets kind of dumb. Which I think the only Castlevania game did not really do that is the first one. And Rondo of Blood's basically fine as well, but... Still kind of timing jumps like it's a Castlevania game, which it isn't. It has proper jumping controls, which, again, I do appreciate that. I'm loving the soundtrack, too. It's rock solid, and it looks real nice. This game's great. This is good. I think we just beat the level. I really like this one. I cannot wait for the full game. I kind of want to keep playing, but I know I got to do other stuff. We're going to have to move on. But this is rock solid. I like it a lot. There's a Castlevania 1 you can blow through until around stage 4. That sounds about right. Castlevania 1 kind of spikes in difficulty. But no, Sandro Gomez. Wonderful story indeed. That was great. So good job on that. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I think I can go a little over. I'm the last one of the night, so I'm not too worried about it. I kind of actually just need to go to bed. I'm tired. Let's go with this bad boy here. It's an oldie but a goodie in the Sonic fan community. But, you know, not exactly the same. It's a slightly newer version of it. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream, by the way. It's been a little while since I've streamed, so, yeah, I'm not too concerned about, like, if it goes over a little bit. It crashed. Hang on. I'm not exactly exhausted. I just know I will be soon. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Mason. Well, I guess let's not do that one if it doesn't want to boot. I enjoy doing these variety streams, and hey, what can I say? Sage is a good excuse to do a variety stream. Also, I hope you guys are okay with the choice of Sonic Jam music for my interlude screen. I just happen to really like Sonic Jam, okay? Other than the fact that it's a little inconsistent in the old resolution department. Switching between 480i and 240p like it's nobody's business, and I don't like games that do that. It's kind of a nitpick. Okay, it's not working. Whatever. It was Sonic after the sequel Omega, and it doesn't want to launch. And that's okay, because we can look at something else, like Sonic Journey. Sure, why not? I don't know if this is going to be the last game or second to last again. If I go over by like 10 minutes or so, I don't think it'll be a problem. Let's do this at 720p so that it's running just a tad better. And then I can open in the wrong monitor and be completely useless, because that is just the way the cookie crumbles, ladies and gentlemen. But what can I say? I'm just a master of inept streaming. But yeah, this is Sonic Journey, which has Sonic Heroes music in the thing. Ooh. Emerald Coast. I feel like this one has a really good model for Sonic. That's weird. Okay, it's not exactly good, it's just real weird. So, got these rings over here. Also, how many times do I have to play Emerald Hill in 3D Sonic games? I like this one. but you got classic Sonic-sized spines on modern Sonic. It's a little odd. Just a little off-putting for me. Is it the model from Runners? Okay. I've never seen it from this perspective before. I played Sonic Runners for maybe 15 minutes whenever it was still relevant. I quite liked Sonic Runners, for the record, but I didn't play it a ton, and then it got delisted, and it had amazing music, and that's easily the thing I remember most from it. But yeah, this is pretty good because it automates loops and stuff, which might sound like, duh, of course it does. A surprising number of Sonic fan games do not bother automating the loops at all, and with some engines, that's fine. With most, it's not, basically. Because you have complete control of Sonic, and he's a twitchy little bastard. He will just go wherever he feels like. It's completely insane. Again, not as much of an issue here, though. There is definitely a stigma against automated loops, and I think that's understandable sometimes. I know that a lot of people's mentality with making Sonic fan projects is give complete control to the player, and that's cool, and I like it, but it does not work 100% of the time. Nightman, thanks for tuning in. It doesn't work 100% of the time because, well, they were automated for a reason. If you ever play the Sonic Adventure 1 test rooms, you can run through loops unautomated, and it barely works. I do like how Sonic handles here. Like, he's real momentum heavy. But he responds about how you'd expect to in terms of, like, spin dash jumping and just zipping around. But no, in terms of automated loops, like I was saying, I think they have a place. I think they're in place for a reason. I think, maybe they get taken too far. Yeah, I think starting with Adventure 2, the automation gets a little out of hand. Heroes, yeah. 06, obviously. But it's not like that was done for no reason. I think some loops could be not automated. Like here, worked fine. But doesn't always work out so gracefully, especially in like very complicated sections. It's basically completely unplayable with loops, and that's actually something I have an issue with in a lot of Infinity Engine games and Spark the Electric Jester 2, a game I really, really like. I had that issue pretty regularly, and it didn't dampen my experience exactly, but I pretty much just skipped every single loop I could. Let's go with Twinkle Park. I like Twinkle Park. It's a pretty good level. Also, I'm loving the fact that, his jump animation looks like it does in Adventure 1. I love the jump in Sonic Adventure 1. Oh, we're on a board. I did not play this level yet, so I did not know this would be a thing. Oh, we can boost. And we can drift. Okay. All right. That drift's a little overly sensitive, but, it functions. Oh, he's got the Sonic 06 board jump. Why? Why? This feels cool otherwise. The drift reminds me of the one in Riders almost. It's real aggressive. This one's called Sonic Journey, I believe. Again, link to Sage in the description. Check it out. I'm digging it so far. Is it Bumper Engine? It kind of feels like Bumper Engine. Just not utilized as well as in Sonic GT. But it might not be. It might be a different engine. It does feel a lot looser. I'm thinking it's a different thing. But I'm into this. This seems pretty good. This is competent. I like the use of the board here from Riders is pretty inspired, if I'm being honest. I take it back. He's dead. And I don't think they expected you to die because he hasn't hit a kill plane. Let's try that again, shall we? The board's definitely slower than the hover car in, or the bumper car rather. Like, it's a hovering bumper car, so I guess whatever you want to call it. The vehicle from Sonic Adventure 1, where the stage originates, was definitely a little quicker if you got more rings, and depending which one you rode, because the bumper cars had different stats, and I don't know. I love Sonic Adventure 1, but they put a little too much thought into, like, the bumper car section. I know it's because of Twinkle Circuit. Oh, God, he screamed in agony. That was a gut-wrenching growl from Sonic. Gosh, I'm so good at video games, guys. I'm a champion. Pro esports Sonic the Hedgehog fan game player, LyingTuna here. That's my claim to fame. I'm the best LyingTuna on YouTube. I really hope there's no one else called LyingTuna on YouTube. I'd be so devastated. I love my username. Had it for so long. I'm so attached. And it almost sounds like it catchy, you know, like Brutal Moose, Space Hamster, LyingTuna. You know, it fits right in with the other adjective animal people. Let's see how this goes this time. The boost feels real weird. Again, it feels like the boost in Riders, which is a game I've played for maybe 10 seconds in my entire life. I own it. I have it on PS2. It sits on my shelf because it's a Sonic game, and I needed to own it, so I bought it. I also own Free Riders and Zero Gravity, so I do own all the Riders games. I just haven't played them. And honestly, the one I play most is kind of Free Riders. Because I did play the demo of that back when I first got a Kinect, but I was obviously not too impressed with it. But then it was a whole $1, and, oh, I know, I hate that. I have the PS2 version. I only have it because it was $1. I want to get the, GameCube version. I'm eventually going to do a video on Riders because I want to cover just about every Sonic game in some capacity on my channel. It's just, you know, add me to the list of people who want to talk about Sonic, I guess. Oh, I didn't realize that the Drift used the boost energy. That's weird. Well, I mean, it's Rider style, so it makes sense. Love this 3D Blast music. Every time makes me smile. 3D Blast Genesis has an amazing sound. Oh, it's a grind rail. That's cool. That's real good, actually. I can't decide. Is this going to be the last game of the stream, or am I going to go on for like a couple minutes? Just because I know I shouldn't be stepping on anyone's toes. And if I am, Sage Staff can absolutely step in and tell me that I'm good. But I kind of want to go on a little bit. Homing attack feels good, at least. I say as it misses. Checkpoint, who needs them? Wait, can I go into Amy's section? Okay. The answer was no, and I couldn't do the wide jump. The wide springs in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, you can, you hold in the jump button, you launch like twice as far. Does not seem to apply here, but I wonder if I can just keep spin dash jumping, because spin dash jump is pretty good in this game. It feels like a spin dash jump, I guess, but, can I can't quite make it up there. Maybe I can make it from here. Just build up my spin dash, and boom. Yeah! Oh, I had the bounce bracelet this whole time? What? Alright, well, the more you know. Look at us go. He stands in the frame and poses and everything. You go, Snock. Snock the hog guy. Love it. Absolutely adore it.
Barely made it.
Ever the pessimist. I just cannot get over how much of a downbeat Sonic is if you get anything less than like an A rank. Let's look at one more game, and then we're going to have to call it quits. I don't want to go too far beyond my allotted time, even though I know it's okay to, because I'm the last person for the night. That was Sonic Journey. Again, pretty solid. I dug it. But I want to look at one more thing. So let's see. What do we got? We got quite a few things. This could be interesting. Sonic 1 Sega Master System Remake Project. This is actually meant for Android, primarily, I believe. But obviously, I am not playing this on an Android device. Why would I play it on an Android device when I'm streaming? But I love me some Sonic 1 Master System. So, let's just... Oh, we got the whole gambit of characters here. Let's just do Sonic. Classic game. Oh, that runs choppily. Okay. Maybe because it's an Android thing. That's not running right. We don't have the drop dash. We do have the spin dash, which, if you've played Sonic 1 Master System, which I have many times, you don't have that normally. Or this, okay. That's not, okay. So this is from Sonic Chaos. I like Sonic Chaos, so that's pretty cool. I guess this is sort of more of an 8-bit Sonic remaster than anything. God, it's choppy. This is from Jungle Zone. All right. That's not where that goes, but all right, I'll take it. Do we have the... Yeah, we do. Not surprised that he has the PL out, because that actually is pretty big in the Game Gear games. In Triple Trouble. And was it just in Triple Trouble? It might have been in Chaos. I don't remember. Eggman looking at me all doofy-like. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. Okay, they added a Chaos Emerald. That probably means Supersonic's available. That's pretty cool. I don't know if this is a demo or a full game, but I'm into it. Does the shield cover my whole body? No, it does not. That's how it's done. I love the shield in the Master System games, because it only covers a little bit of you. And I love that dithered water. Looks so good. Well, so good being relative. I am a fan of the aesthetic of these games. Sonic 1 Master System is high-key one of my favorite Sonic games. I think it's awesome, and it's rare as hell in America. It's like a $700 game-ish, and I'm outraged by that. So I do not have an American copy of that one. It is one of the few console Sonic games I don't own a legit copy of. I'm sorry, I only own the European version that I got for like 20 bucks shipped from England. I know, outrage. But this looks different. Okay. This is different. So the level design is not 1-to-1, which is not a bad thing, because it's probably a lot longer than the original. I wonder if there's any extra zones and stuff. This is stuff I could know if I, like, just looked. Are we going to go to a special stage? Sweet. Let's see if these are the same. Special stages in this game are a little goofy and weird, and you just bounce around. But I noticed that the layout was different there. I didn't go for the Chaos Emerald, but that's where the Chaos Emerald would be, is in that stage normally. But if I had to guess, since they added a an emerald, and I don't see how they could have added stages, unless, I mean, it could have more stages. It could have, like, Sonic 2 stages. Yep, that's not where that normally goes. So usually the Chaos Emeralds are hidden in stages in Sonic on the Master System, in Sonic 1 and 2 on SMS. Triple Trouble and Chaos both put them in the correct area, like in special stages that were accessed in various ways. But and Act 3 has no rings. That's as it goes. Whoa, Sonic, you all right? All right. Okay, let's go. Come on, Eggman. Oh, look at that. They put him too high. He's real easy to hit in the Game Gear version because he's really low. And in the Master System version, you can actually still hit him when he's up there, but it's just kind of a bitch to do. Oh, he bounced off of him. You didn't bounce off Eggman in the Master System version. You bounce off him once, and then you'll fall through and die. Peel out's not in Chaos. I know it's definitely in Triple Trouble. Was it in another Game Gear game? Was it in, like, Blast, maybe? Blast had a double jump. I don't think Blast had the peel out. Cool Sonic. Hi, Cool Sonic. I'm not cool LyingTuna. But this is awesome. Again, big old fan of Master System Sonic 1, so yeah, it might have been in Blast. Again, I don't remember. I know Blast definitely had a double jump. It shot sparks out the bottom. It actually looked kind of cool. But it wasn't functionally super useful. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this song's my jam, everyone. This right here, this is the Sonic stage of my childhood. Like, no joke, I played Sonic 1 Game Gear before any others in terms of the classic games, because the order I played Sonic as a kid, right? Sonic Adventure DX, with its deafening title screen, right? I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I died. And then I got Mega Collection after that, and then Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and then Heroes. And I played them basically in Sonic, you alright? You just didn't curl. Alright, whatever. I mean, that is a Sonic 1 thing to have happen. So, this feels better than the Master System games in terms of physics, other than the occasional glitching, by the way. For a fan project, this is mad impressive. Sage never fails to amaze me. I swear. The amount of talent that it brings out every year just boggles my mind, both in the Sonic community and just the general indie games. Like, everything I've played so far has been awesome. I love this event so much. I'm gonna call that one there and do maybe one more. But consider me a fan, because I like Sonic on the Master System, and therefore I like this. That's pretty basic, I know. It's not the most in-depth reason. No, I closed you. Why are you still playing noise? Jeez. And let's do one more. What do we got? What do we got? We have a whole lot of stuff that doesn't have, like, a definitive name. Just like Sage Demo, Sage Build. Let's go with whatever this last one on my list is in alphabetical order. Sonic Transitions. Yeah, let's do that. Sonic Transitions sound cool. Okay, WinRAR, I get it. You want me to give you money. But guess what? No one has ever paid for you. And I don't plan on being the first. That could be a stream, right? Sad AM. Yeah, okay. I know which one this is. Yes, I would like to use the controller. Thank you so much for asking. Let's see if we can full screen this bad boy. Drop dash. Homing attack, I guess. I'll leave everything as it is supposed to be. Full screen, true. Speed cap, off. Peel out, true. Yeah, this all looks good. Okay, kind of want to just... Gotta jam out for a second to the music. I like it a lot. Okay. This is gonna be the last game of the night. Sonic or Sally? Ooh. Let's go with Sonic, and then I'm gonna do Sally, because I really like how Sonic looks, actually. We got the homing attack. All right, we got Mushroom Hill Zone, which is fair. I like Mushroom Hill. Got this peel out. Okay, I quite like the sprite set, and we're gonna call it quits after this. I don't know. I guess I'll show off Sally. Do like a level as each, and then we're gonna call it quits. This has been a very fun stream. I love Sage so much. I can't wait for Hacking Contest. I plan on doing the same thing for Hacking Contest, so hopefully I'll see all you guys again. Those of you who didn't sub, I'm sure I'll see you again then. But very dead. He died. Let's go to a different level. How do I exit the... Can I just not? Do I have to, like, restart it? Is this... Okay. That's how it be. Sorry. Thanks, AVG. Just let that boot real quick. Hope you guys like the little load screen thing. I didn't make it, but it's pretty cool. I want to play Sally, and then I'm going to say sayonara for the night. But this has been such a fun stream. Oh, my goodness. Sonic Max. I'm guessing that's the engine it uses. Let's be Sally real quick, just because I want to see what Sally's got to offer us. I guess it's supposed to be like the air outside knothole. Just want to see if she's any different. Oh, she's definitely different. She doesn't curl. And she's got a gun. Oh my god, Sally's packing heat. When did Sally have a gun? I mean, I've watched... it's been a while, granted. And I have not read the comics. But this seems to be more Sad AM based than Archie. And I have watched all of Sad AM like twice. And, I don't remember this part where Sally ran around with a pistol. Ran around with a standard issue blaster and just massacred Eggman's... Well, Robotnik's fleet. Robotnik. Snively. Something evil. I quite like Robotnik in Sad AM. He's cool. He's a real cool guy. I mean, he's kind of a dick, I guess. He's not a cool guy, but you know what I mean. But I'm liking this. We're going to finish this level, and then again, we're going to call it a night. Ran a little over the time thing, because I knew I was the last guy, so sorry I'm kind of a dick like that, but... Don't know why Mushroom Hill was the choice. I kind of wish the Clucky guys... Or not Clucky, the Buzz Bombers, that's what they're called. I wish they were redesigned to, like, a little more like the ones in the, actual Sad AM cartoon. Because Buzz Bombers are, like, I think the only villains... The only enemies from the games that show up in Sad AM. Does a signpost fall? Oh, wait, she got this... She got the... Oh, that Eggman was adorable. Well, okay. that was it for me for tonight. Covering Sage 2019. What a great time. Again, links in the description. If you're watching this on the Sage website, it's a little bit irrelevant, granted. But if you're watching this just on YouTube, casually, be sure to check out all the games. Support the people making them. Watch the other creators. Who's next? Let's see who's going after me. I'm not sure who's the next guy or gal covering it. It'll be tomorrow. But let's see. Well, it's not in English, but there is someone on tomorrow, and then Golden Skeleton. Mega G-Wolf's tomorrow. Oh, fan fiction reading tomorrow. I'm probably going to be following this. This is, again, great lineup of creators covering a great lineup of fan games. Super worth your time. Absolutely should be checking it out. But, hey, that's my contribution to the Sonic community for a little while. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you around, and have a great rest of Sage.